One Man Show. You are watching the One Man Show. Ooh,
One Man Show. Ooh, the One Man Show. One man! And for those of you who know what that means, well done. See me background today? Oh God, it's awful, isn't it? So here we are. The day after the day. Or should I say, the day after the treatment for my back. Well, it's the best 40 quid I've ever spent. Actually, that might not be quite true, because I spent 40 quid in Hamburg as a young lad, and that was a caddy night. By heck, she was a cheeky girl. Anyhow, I've just come up a hill. You can't, I'm out, I've just, oi. So, I was advised to go and see somebody about a bag, went to see him yesterday, and you're thinking to yourself, he's not done a lot. He stuck a few needles in, put one of them ultrasound joints, it doesn't even go, it just, that's all it does. But he got hold of my neck. I don't know if you've ever had any treatment like this, but some of them get hold of your head and twist it, and it clicks. Well, he went like that, and he went a bit further, and a bloody pain went whoosh, right from my right shoulder down to my left foot. My God, that was interesting. No pain in my shoulder. How very interesting. No pain in my back. Even more interesting. I mean, there's a twinge, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near what it's been like for the last 3 weeks. 40 quid. Guy in Kendal, if you want to know his name, I'll tell you his name when I can remember it. But I often think when you do this sort of thing, I'm a wasting my bloody money. I'm getting old. 57, thundering towards 58 like an out of control friggin' steam train. Just take the pain. If you're suffering pain in your back or in your neck or your shoulders, get yourself to Kendal and see this guy. If you're interested, right below this, and I'll send you his information. And the next session is on Monday, and that's only 29 quid. I'm thrilled to bloody bits. Now today, being the day that it is, normally it would be, right, let's get Beyonce out and do a leg over. But I ride my bike a lot anyhow. Now you guys that are at work all week, bless your cotton socks, you look forward to the weekends to get out on your bike. I ride my bloody bike all week. So the weekends, it's, thank God for that. But I haven't been out in it for a while. So it would have been nice. But I was told, don't ride your bike because you might jar it again. Give it time to settle. But I'm chomping at the bit. I want to get out. So, going back a couple of days, it's all about taking responsibility for yourself, isn't it? You can't blame anybody else for the shit that's gone on in your life. God, I've done some bloody shit. In fact, I've probably beat the shit and back. But it's all about, we've all been through it, and we're all in different levels. We're always in the shit, it's just the depth that varies. So, stop bloody whinging, Lear, and get on with it. Moving now, sir. Some days I get up and I just think, I love being me. And what set today off was I watched the Graham Norton show rerun on iPlayer on my iPad in bed. And it got me laughing. And that's what sets your day off. If you can get up and laugh, which I must admit I tend to do every time I get in the shower and look in the long mirror, then the day's going to go great. You get up and you're, oh, bloody hell, I hate my life. I hate my job. I don't want to work anymore. I'm sick of it. What do you think the day is going to be like? Now, I'm like that most days. I hate my job. But you know something? So many people say to me that they like what I do. Don't know why. I'm only me. I can't be anybody else, you see, because every bugger else has been taken. So you just got to crack on and be ever who you are. Because everybody on this planet is put on this planet for a reason. We can't all be as marvellous as me. If bloody only. But we can't all be jumbo jet pilots. We can't always be rocket scientists. And we can't always be plumbers or electricians or joiners or run a caravan park, can we? We've got to accept what we've been put on the world for and make the friggin' best of it. Put your full effort in. Get out there. Do something. Be inspirational. You don't know. You see, a lot of people think on social media that you've got to have thousands of followers. Listen, let me tell you something. If you've got one person that responds to you, you've got an audience. If you've got two people that respond to you, it's like being in a theatre. You've just got to do what you love to do. And I do. And I moan and I groan. Because I think I'm programmed to do it from my father. He moaned about everything. I remember years ago I made him a chicken dinner. His wife had just buggered off. I can understand why when I look back, but she'd just buggered off. And I said, look, come round to my house with my brother and sister, who are a little bit younger than me, and I'll do a chicken dinner. Well, I did the bloody chicken dinner, laid it out on my pine table that I had in Hunstanworth or Cockerton, near Darlington. Got the gravy out, and he poured the gravy out, and he went, gravy's a bit thin. I nearly fucking threw it at him. He had this inbuilt thing, you see. He had to be better than you. He had to be a better drill instructor than I was. I couldn't give a rat's ass. He had to be a better swimmer. I couldn't give a rat's ass. He had to be better than everybody. But you know something? When I look back and I analysed it over the years that I have, he was very sad. He had to do it to try and elevate himself above it. He said to my younger brother when he was 16, right, you're in the police cadets now, you're a man, you know where I am, tell her. Fucking what? My sister fell pregnant at a young age. Get out the house, go and live somewhere else. He never stood up for any of us. So the point I'm trying to make is, we do attract what our parents may well have been like with us. And I know that I am at times. But even at the age of 57, I'm still trying to change. I'm still trying to adapt. Still trying to understand. And if I can help, I can help. Part 2. Haha. You didn't think you were getting away that easy, did you? Just thinking back to when I was in Germany. What a bloody time we had then. I was in Germany 82 to 85. And during that time we had a stint in Ireland where I got drunk for 6 months. But it was fabulous. You know, we really were living the dream. A good bunch of guys, pissed every night, having a friggin' good laugh. But on Fridays we used to have happy hour, which was the Friday lunchtime, which then became happy afternoon, which then became happy night, and then it was right. We're off to the Reeperbahn in Hamburg. Come on, beep, beep. And off we went. And you walked down the street, had a little party, everyone there was also fair and hearty. Anyhow, we went down the street. Then you would turn right into what can only be classed as a car park. But these car parks, if you can imagine a multi-storey car park, and on one of the levels is shoulder to shoulder, scantily clad females who might just catch your eye. You see, that's what I loved over there. You could go, pay some money, wiggle your bits, and just bugger off. No earache at home. No, oh, you haven't put the toothpaste tube back together. And you've left the fucking toilet seat up. And you had your pick. Seriously, you stood there and you scanned, who am I having tonight? But some of the girls were that bloody gorgeous. I didn't dare go up and ask him in case he said no. How nuts is that? We had some times. God, we were mini gods, honestly. Absolute mini gods. We were living the bloody dream. And I suppose I was only in for 9 years. And I'd knocked me back. The reason I'd signed off, although they did say, look, go to Germany, get yourself sorted out and come back. At that time I'd got married for the first time. Bad move. Shouldn't have got bloody married. But you think you don't want to live in the block anymore. You want to have a house, you want to be married, you want to be away from the shit. Oh dear me. Anyhow. And I thought, I'm not going, I've just been married, blah blah blah. So I got out. And I've never in all the years been able to get that buzz that we've had, or we had, should I say, as being regimental instructors, where you would strut your stuff, you'd do your drill, you'd teach people weapons, you would teach them fieldcraft, first aid, nuclear, biological, chemical warfare, how to jump up and down. Do you know, we didn't have a bloody clue. Not compared to the guys in the forces now that have been Iraq and Afghanistan. We were just playing at it, for God's sake. Hey dear. But we had a job to do, and a job we did. But I've never been able to get that buzz. That is until I started doing the work on my bike and travelling around. You see, for me, it's like putting a uniform on every morning, putting my suit on, looking the part, I think, and doing what I'm able to do. You see, I don't mind being in front of a camera. I've got vast amounts of knowledge from all over the country, having travelled it far and wide. So I can talk as I'm riding. And the feedback I'm getting is some of you even like what I do, which is very nice. Thank you very much. But that's the closest thing that I've ever been able to get to the days back in the army, even though it's 28 years ago since I left, more or less to the month. It sticks with you. It hangs in your bloody soul. It keeps a grip of you. These guys that you hear coming out now, I read about one this morning where he got the George Medal. He's now living in a car because of his post-traumatic stress. We have no clue whatsoever what these young boys have had to put up with in these areas of conflict, where there's bastards with bloody tea towels on their heads shooting at you. Improvised explosive devices blowing people's legs off and bollocks off and cocks off and killing people. Can you imagine having to walk through that? Think about walking through the street that you're going to walk through sometime in the next couple of days, going to the shops. And there's people going to be shooting at you. You don't know if there's a bloody bomb underneath the pavement. Then they come back and the bloody government expect you to just, oh, crack on. Can't be too bad. Tell you single now. Tell you something right now. Anybody in this fucking government, go and spend 6 months. Go and have a full tour. Go and chew the fucking dirt with them. It really has angered me that these guys that have served Queen and country are just cast aside because the politicians haven't got a clue. Hang on. I'm just getting off my soapbox. So anyhow, riding my bike is the closest thing. In this recent back injury, I thought it was over. I thought, oh God, that's it. I can do it in a car. Buy a van, get a 4x4, get a beach buggy and do the same. It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the bloody same. Yes, I could do this. Yes, I could put cameras on my car, on my vehicle, film and talk inside the vehicle. I've done a couple of samples and I think they've come out quite good. But it's just not the same. I'm not the greatest biker in the world. I don't go to meets, I don't go to shows, I don't really get myself out and about and shake people's hands. Because I just enjoy doing what I do. And through social media, I can cast my net far and wide for people, hopefully, to enjoy what I do. You've got to enjoy what you do in this world. It's not all about money. It's not all about the best house, the best car, the best clothes, the best bloody bird, the best dog, the biggest dick, the biggest tits. It's just not. It's getting up in the morning and smiling when you walk out the door. And if you can get that and you can achieve that, then you're one of the luckiest people in the world. And on that bombshell, I'll leave you now. Bye-bye for now. Doodly-doo-doo. Doodly-doo-doo.
One Man Show. You are watching the One Man Show. Ooh.